Pappardelle alla Bolognese. This is a classic recipe from Bologna, Italy, and it's absolutely delicious. Now, this is not a traditional Bolognese. I am just using beef. It's going to be all beef, no pork. I got 2 pounds of beef. At the end, I'm going to add a little bit of basil. We have an onion, 1 stalk of celery, 1 medium carrot, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 cup of dry white wine, 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, a little red pepper flakes, salt, pepper, and olive oil. Now today I'm going to be serving this over pappardelle pasta, and this has got to be one of my favorite recipes for Sunday evening. It doesn't get any more Italian than this. So to start, what we're going to do is add a couple of tablespoons of oil in a pan. I'm using a high-sided pan today because at the end, I want to be able to throw the pasta in and toss it. So we're starting out with a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, garlic, add about a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. You don't want to go too heavy on this. I think a half is good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to saute this just until the garlic becomes lightly golden. And that should take about 3 to 5 minutes. So in the meantime, let's raise the heat on this a little bit. Okay. Raise the heat on that a little bit. In the meantime, while this is becoming golden brown, what we're going to do is we're going to cut the celery on a 1/4-inch dice or a brunoise, or you could just chop it, whatever's easier for you. So let's chop these vegetables because the garlic is going to be golden brown in no time, and you don't want this to burn. So what we're going to do here is quickly cut these vegetables on a 1/4-inch dice. And my family always made this on a Sunday. We've never had this on any other night other than a Sunday. And it's absolutely delicious. Okay, so the garlic is just becoming lightly golden. What I did was I went ahead and I cut the carrot, celery, and the onion on a 1/4-inch dice. You want to cut those in very small pieces. They're going to go in. And my family always made this dish on a Sunday, never any other day. We never had it any other day of the week other than Sunday. Okay, that goes in. Now, you want to season this with a little bit of salt, a little black pepper. And we're going to continue sauteing this just until the onion becomes soft and translucent. That should take about 3 to 5 minutes. And then I will show you the next step. Okay, so the carrot, celery, and onion are just becoming soft. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add 2 pounds of ground beef. This is 90-10. You don't want to go too heavy on the fat because it's not good to have too much fat in here. And especially these days, I'm trying to watch my weight. The older I get, it seems like the heavier I get. And eating dishes like this really doesn't help too much. And we're going to saute this until it becomes browned and cooked through. And that should take about anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. And then we will go to the next step. Okay, so the meat's just cooking through. The meat's nicely browned. And as you can see in the pan, I don't really really have too much fat left in there, so we don't need to drain it. If you have an excessive amount of fat in there, you're going to want to drain it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in the wine. And we're going to raise the heat. And we are going to simmer this until most of the wine evaporates. And that can take anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes. And then I will show you the next step. Okay, so as you can see, most of the liquid has evaporated. There's still just very little bit left, as you can see. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the tomato sauce. Put the whole can in there. Get the last bit of that out. Give this a good mix. Now what we're going to do is, I'm going to season it with salt and pepper. Then what we're going to do is, we're going to simmer this for approximately 4 hours. Now, you're going to have to keep an eye on this for the next 4 hours. If it looks like it's getting too dry, then you need to add a little water to compensate. Otherwise, you're going to end up burning it. Okay. Let's season this with a little salt. Okay, that looks good. A little more black pepper. Okay, this is looking good. And it just smells amazing. You got to smell what this kitchen smells like. Boy, you'll impress anybody with this recipe. And you guys got to give this recipe a try. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, I'm going to partially cover this, and I'm going to simmer this for the next 4 hours, stirring it occasionally. And like I say, if it begins to get too dry, you're going to need to add a little bit of water, and we're going to let this go for 4 hours. In the meantime, why don't you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and don't forget to ring that bell, and I will see you in 4 hours. Okay, so the water is just coming up to a boil. It's been about 4 hours. And what I'm going to do is season this water with salt. That's going to be for the pasta. We're going to drop the pasta. That should only take about 10 minutes. So while that's cooking, what we're going to do is we're going to taste the salt and pepper. That definitely needs some salt. And this is what it should look like after 4 hours. Okay, in the meantime, we're going to chop some basil. This is optional. Not every bolognese has basil. I like it, so it's going in. Now, who is that? Hello? Hey, what's up, Anthony? What are you doing? Oh, you got that thing tonight? Yeah. I'm in the middle of doing something here. What's up? Oh, okay. All right. What am I doing? Well, I'm in the middle of shooting a video. Yeah, no, I was just rolling a fatty. Yeah, I'm rolling a fatty. You're coming over now? All right. Hello? 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 Guess he's coming over. Okay, so when you roll basil, what you want to do is put the biggest leaf on the bottom, stack the leaves on top, and you want to roll. Now what we're going to do is we're going to thinly slice this into a chiffonade. And this is going to go on after we're done plating the dish. Let's fluff that up a little bit, make it nice and nicey. Okay, so this pasta has about 8 minutes. We're going to go until al dente. What we're going to do is we're going to transfer it into the sauce. It's going to continue cooking in the sauce. We're going to toss it, and then we're going to plate and serve, and I will show you what that looks like. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes. The only way to tell if the pasta is ready is to actually taste it. So what we're going to do is we're going to taste this. That's perfectly al dente. Now what we're going to do, let's get rid of this. We're going to transfer the pasta into the sauce, and it's going to continue cooking in the sauce. Here, it's going to absorb all the moisture in the sauce, and you might need a little bit of this pasta water if yours gets a little too tight. I just love this. This is perfect for any Sunday. My family has only made this on Sunday, and I hold that tradition, and I only make it on Sunday. Well, we lost some, but that's okay. We got plenty. Okay. All right, look at the mess I'm making here. Unbelievable. Okay, let's get this out. Now what we're going to do is, let's toss this in the sauce. And keep stirring until each pasta noodle is coated with the sauce. And mine's looking a little bit tight, so we're going to go in with a little bit of water just to loosen it up a little bit. And we're going to keep stirring until this cooks through and evenly coats the pasta. Okay, that's looking good. Let's remove this from the heat. Okay, let's plate. Grab yourself a nice hot bowl. Mine was in the microwave for a few minutes. What you're going to do is you're going to put it in the center of the bowl. Just like that. Garnish it with just a little bit of basil. Now this is optional. I like it, so it's going in. A little bit more basil. Okay, and a grating of fresh Parmesan cheese. Put that right over the top. Clean the dish. Okay. There you have it. Pappardelle a la Bolognese.